but I like the lamb. That's why I'm not going to do the lamb, because I like the lamb. It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. Hello, person. Who are you? What are you doing here? Or are you not going to talk to me? No, I am not. But why not? Because you're ugly. What? I'm what? You're ugly. Am I? Yeah. Well, why? Because you are. All right. I can't change that though. Hello. Thanks for the like. Thanks for silence. I think it's going to be one of those live streams today. Hello. Oh, hello. Crap. Greetings and welcome. Newcomer. Nobody? It's a bit rude. Ten eggs, in case you're wondering. Although you're probably not, but 10. That's what we're going for right now. Scrambled. Cheese. Scramble me eggs. Yo, Zara, what's up? Finally, someone says something here. What's that? I mean, even though it was just you that commented, and maybe you've rolled on out with my life. But hello. Good. You're not very lively in chat today, are you? No, you are not. So it seems that people that are on later are the ones that are better to talk to, because they actually talk. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. But the issue is that I come home at this time, and I also would eat at this time. So this is the perfect time for me to stream. Dilemma. The dilemma. Oops. Still no one there? Hola. Damn. Still a couple of you watching, but nothing. What's up with that? God, iPhones are crap. If you want to know, and I know you don't, creatine, monohydrate. I'm going to take roughly around 10 grams right now. And then I'll have roughly another 15 later. Water soluble, but only water soluble if you're mixing it with warm water. For some reason, it doesn't mix with cold water. It stays grainy, sandy, stays yucky. Water, all filtered water in glass bottles. Try to minimize my plastic. That also means when I'm heating the water, I've got a glass jug, glass kettle, whatever you want to call it. Minimizing your use of plastic is great for you. Just keep that in mind. The three of you that are sitting there chilling. You hear me? You feel me? Ow. That's hot. Ooh. That's way too hot. Didn't even stick it in there for that long. Let's go again. Still hot. Not as hot, but still hot. It's definitely better with hot water, that's for sure. It's like it dissolves it to the point where you can't even taste it, which is great, because it tastes synthetic-y. I need to get some glycerin as well. Cool slithering mug. Benazir. Thanks. It is pretty good. I like it. A friend of mine was telling me that she had a Death Eater mug for me. Once I get a hold of that, that will also be a staple in me drinking from too. Ooh, that was a bit painful to drink, like physically painful. It feels like it was burning my insides. Okay, so butter. Cool Slytherin mug. You're a mug. No, you are. You are. I had a Death Eater mug. I used to keep it at work. They threw it away because it looked scary. Bro, you need to assassinate your work colleagues. Are they stupid? Are they stupid? Because it seems they are. I suppose while it's heating up, I'll shape these. Something different. No, that's way too small. So, same thing. If you've been on my live stream before, I'm eating the same thing as what I've been eating for the last few days. Strict carnivore diet I have been doing over the last 3 days. 3 days? Roughly around that. It is nice and not nice. It's probably sizzling now. Okay, that's good. All right, here we go.
What a DK.
Butter in. I do use quite a bit of butter. Eggs in the pan. Still nothing, huh? Yeah, well, it's not my fault that this live stream is boring. I can only do as good as I can with no one really there, but that's okay. You know what? That's alright. You don't want to talk to me? That's fine. I don't even want to talk to me. Do I want to talk to you? No. So you guys can just sit there and either watch me or listen to me make my food. And that is A-okay, guys. That is A-okay. If that's what you want, that's cool. I personally think it's weird, but maybe you guys don't. And that's all right. And that is okay. No. 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 No, you can't be back. Ananya, you can't do this in the live stream. You can't do it again. Come on. Did you subscribe to me? Because if you did, you need to unsubscribe so you never come across my live streams again. Unsubscribe from me so you and I don't have to see each other again. Hey, there you keep doing that in here. There you keep doing that to me. I've been nothing but good to you. Nothing but good. Yo, Editor King, what's up? What's been happening to you over the last couple of live streams? You've been bouncing abruptly. You just came back from school? Yeah, I just came back from the gym. Oh, yes. Wait, what are you saying no to? That's it. Stop. You need to stop with that. Hey, Editor King, shut your stupid little mouth. She's so annoying. Yeah, I didn't realize that she subscribed to me. She must have subscribed to me yesterday. And now she's back. Don't get me wrong. It set me off for the entire night last night. I don't know how I found it so funny, but I did. It won't work second day in a row though. But I did find it absolutely hilarious. Even though nobody else did. But I find humor in the dumbest things, that's why I did. Because I'm dumb. How do I delete message? I think you just go into your messages and then delete it. Ooh. Hey Nanya, where are you from? Where are you from? How old are you? You're jacked? I'm a jack off. That's what I am, a jack off. I wouldn't say that I'm jacked though. But I haven't been going to the gym lately. Give me a couple weeks, or give me a few weeks, and we'll be in somewhat of an okay state. You eat this stuff every day, bro? Yeah, I'm trying to stay consistent with the diet, so my plan is to continue to eat this way for God knows how long. But consistency is key for results, right? I mean, I've already lost 2 kgs in the last 3 days just being on this diet, so that's good. I wasn't too sure how much weight I was going to lose though, because I've been drinking monohydrate creatine, and creatine usually holds a lot of water, so that's interesting. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, yeah. Ananya, are you going to answer my questions or not? Oh my God. I won't be in your live stream a lot because school holidays is over. That's probably good for you though. Plus it also depends, right? It also depends on if you're jumping on at night time or whatever. Usually I think my live streams would take place roughly around this time. It's not like I do it earlier on in the day. I can't really because I've got work and all that kind of stuff. Plus tomorrow, I'm not too sure. No, it's Tuesday tomorrow. Plus Wednesday, I'm not too sure how frequently or how regularly I'm going to be streaming on the Wednesdays and Fridays because I'm pretty busy on those days, so maybe I'll try and get in really early in the morning or something, just so I can keep it up as a daily thing, but we'll see. I've still got to figure out the logistics of things and how I'm going to manage everything. Yeah, so annoying. Boring street. Just hateful. I don't know what it is that I said that was hateful, but I'm glad that it's hateful. Love shoes are the best, don't listen to the haters. Maybe, maybe not. It really all just depends on the interactions that I have with people on here. I was subscribing, but I will not now. That's fine. It's not like I'm gonna beg people to subscribe to me. You do what you want. You're not a child, unless you are a child. You get lost. No one asked. So how's school going for you? You have the right. You do have the right. Hey, it's good that you're saying something else other than say my name. I'm glad. But it is pretty odd how if I'm asking you questions that you don't really answer the questions, but it doesn't matter. It's fine, you don't have to. School's going good? Cool. What do you enjoy most about school? Dude, I absolutely hated school, man. Me and school just did not mix very well. Partly because I'm not a bright individual, and it was tough, man. It was hard, just in the sense it was hard socially. I didn't really have friends. We didn't have money, so it was also pretty difficult because we didn't have money. Hungry all the time, no money for food. But tell me how your school life experience is. Gotta go. Clearly be in your lives, I have to go and park. Go to the park. Nice. Have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Boom. Yeah, you too. Enjoy. Alright, time to smash some food back, huh? Haven't eaten all day. I haven't eaten since last night, so this should taste pretty good. Good. But lamb mince is definitely better. Who's still on here? Jaswant. How do I say that name? It's an interesting name. Jaswant. Something silent. I don't know why, but I have a feeling something might be silent in the pronunciation of your name. Carmelo, what up? I thought that's salsa for a second. I was like, oh, you salsa. How you doing? Can't complain. Pretty good. What about you? Trying to get your calories in. Yeah? And why is it that you're doing pretty good? The weekend did go by fast, I agree. What did you do for the weekend? Okay, cool. How old is your little brother? What a kind older brother. I never did that for any of my younger siblings. If I did, maybe they thought I was cool. He's one? Damn. You won't remember anything. And how old are you? It's a bit of a gap. So when you were roughly around the same, roughly around the age of 13, and your parents told you that you were going to have a baby brother or sister, how did you take that news? What time is it where I live? Rich Mickey Mouse? I thought Donald was the rich one. It's currently 5:07 p.m. where I am. What about you? You're happy? Is it only the one brother that you have? That's it? A 16-year-old sister that's older. How do you find being the middle child? How do you find that your sister's older than you? Because where I am right now, it's midnight. Where I live, I swear. Whereabouts do you live? So it's just coming into Monday for you. Monday's almost finished for me. You feel okay about it? That's a surprise. Do you wish that you were the older brother? Or you're perfectly fine with the sister being the older one? Yeah, you do. I think most people would always want to be the older one. Is just you and your little sister? What do you mean? Just you and your little sister where? Wish I had a brother. Look, I'd say having both would be great. I've got two younger brothers, and we grew up fairly close, for the most part. But it would have been nice to have a sister too. That would have been nice. Live in the US or something. I'm from Mexico. Mexico, nah. I live in Australia. I live in Australia, you live in Mexico. Mexico. I don't think big spiders here. Not tarantulas or anything like that, if that's what you're meaning, but if you're meaning huntsmans, I suppose so. I'd say a huntsman is roughly around the same size as your palm. So that could be classified as fairly big spiders, I guess. But we have some big spiders over in New Zealand too. I'm from New Zealand. They're just not poisonous like the ones that are here. Otherwise, I haven't seen any other big spiders like that. Carmelo, whereabouts are you living? Was there bread? No. This is just grana padano cheese. $2:12 in the morning for you, bro. That's so late. What are you both doing up so late? Sounds good, not gonna lie. It is pretty good. Parmigiano Reggiano is a lot better than this. But this is still pretty good. You can't sleep, why not? You both can't sleep, why? Rich, how old are you? $17. Well, Carmelo's 15. I thought maybe it was an age thing. Took a nap during the day, nice. Was it good? How long did you nap for? Or was it a proper sleep? So was it a good sleep or not? Because if the temperature's too hot, dude, you pass out easily because you just want to sleep in the heat. But the heat is so uncomfortable that you're awake the whole time. So it's like you're in that weird sleeping and awake state. But you can't do anything about it. You don't want to wake up because you're so exhausted from the heat. But you can't get to sleep because the heat is so hot. It sucks. This is the worst. Your naps last about 46 minutes. That's not bad. I think ideally a nap should only be going for 7 minutes. That's one of the cons of living in Mexico. You mean there's no aircon? You just subscribe? Yo, thanks, I appreciate it. Why is there not aircon there? Bro, I'll kill myself. And then what are you going to do when there's bang bang? Bro, there's nothing worse than having hot, sweaty sex. I hate that. Feels gross. My sweat, her sweat's dripping off my little balls. Ain't no one want that. That's true, I know. You've got to have a fan blowing on your ass. And when I get too hot, I start getting nosebleeds, so then I'll start dribbling blood all over her face. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. Both of you are all salty and sweaty. I hate nosebleeds, yeah. It's the worst. I hated walking down the street. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because it's so hot, my nose starts bleeding, so you gotta walk like that. Not like you can cram something in your nostrils at that point, because you didn't plan to bring anything with you because you didn't know you were going to get a nosebleed. You should really know better. I should have known better, because I get nosebleeds all the time, but no. Maybe today was the day that I didn't get one. Stupid. People think you're crazy when you walk like that. Yeah, they do. I also get this thing called urticaria. Urticaria is when your body temperature reaches a certain temp and you start getting itchy. Because it's basically a response to your sweat. So your body has like these minor allergic reactions to your sweat. Not so much to the point where you get a rash or anything, just to the point where you start getting itchy. So if I'm working out or if I'm walking down the street, I'm like this all the time. Like I'm on crack or something. Especially around the neck. I get it mostly around the neck hair. So you could imagine someone just chilling there, sitting there, and you're like, people are like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? New personality, bro. What's your favorite snack of Australia? What's my favorite snack of Australia? Pussy. I love eating pussy. Great protein. Tastes great, as long as it's clean, I guess. Australian pussy is okay. I prefer Lebanese pussy though. I do like Lebanese pussy. But really all sorts, just as long as they're hot, just as long as they're clean, it's fine. Not really black pussy though. What does Vegemite taste like? I've always wondered. It has its own unique flavor. It's hard to describe. I can't really describe to you what Vegemite tastes like. So Vegemite is the equivalent to New Zealand's Marmite. Marmite came first. Vegemite came second. Vegemite was created because it had a really long shelf life, easily spreadable, and it was easy to make for the war. So that's why Marmite and Vegemite was basically created. It's just pretty much yeast. But if you've had like nutritional yeast, for example, it's basically nutritional yeast, but on crack. My favorite snack is Pods Twix. Yeah. Pod Snickers are also pretty good too. No way those Mars bars are any good though. Mars bars are no good. Although, okay, having said that, I don't know if you guys have had this before, but battered fried Moro bars or battered fried Mars bars. You sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on the outside of that. That's the only way that you ever should be eating a Mars bar. If you guys have Mars bars, I'm assuming you do. Maybe even have a little bit of vanilla ice cream on the side just to bring down the sweetness, because it is pretty sweet, but god damn, man. When I tell you, that is like a heart attack right off the bat. And Carmelo, what's pods? Never heard of them. Pods. It's like a biscuit shell. So you've got a biscuit shell that's basically shaped like a pod, and then you have whatever the candy is made out of. So like Snickers is made out of caramel, nuts, and chocolate at the top. So it'd be these little teeny pods. You'd probably get about maybe 30 or 40 in a packet, and they're just little mini Snickers bars with biscuit on the outside of it. Same with Twixes. That's what pods are. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it, not gonna lie. They are pretty good though. Especially when you're gaming, bro. So easy. So easy. Pod. Is it ground beef? Yeah. Ground beef that I made into patties. So I made 500 grams of ground beef patties. I cut 40 grams of cheese. Cooked my eggs in roughly 50 grams of butter, and I've got 10 eggs. So that will be my one meal for today. I'm only going to eat one meal today. I haven't eaten since last night, about 9 o'clock. So I was fasting for quite a while. Fasted for maybe about 18 hours, something like that. 10 eggs, yeah. It's not that much. It's not that many. I've just recently started getting back into eating carnivore. So what I used to do, I did it for quite a while, is I would only eat one meal a day, and I'll eat all my calories in one meal. So usually in that one meal I had 50 grams of cheese, 1 kg of beef patties, and 20 eggs. So it's not a huge deal, or it's not a huge amount for me to eat. But I think I'm gonna start eating lamb, ground lamb, rather than ground beef. I'm over beef. You promise you're going to have it for breakfast because it looks like a good meal? It's a good meal, man. High in protein, high in nutrients, high in fats. Pop some salt in there as well. Good electrolytes. Yeah. Great meal overall. Not overly expensive too. Some soda. Soda. Do you think you're going to wash all this kind of stuff down with soda? No. Bro. Water. Water is what is going to be consumed as a beverage. Water. Yo, Tova, what's up? You're back. I think I'm almost going to wrap up this live stream soon because I want to go and have a shower, jump into bed early, nerd out on some anime for a while. I need to catch up on some anime. What's going on? Just water. What we eat heavily affects how our body feels, how our brain functions. So I'm just trying to reset and get it back to a really good, healthy state. Probably get ready for bed soon too. Yeah, nice. Are you working? What are you doing for work? Oh snap. Oh Camelo, did you leave? Did you roll out? My legs are a wee bit tired. I'm currently doing different programs at the moment to better myself. Wait. So does that mean that you're not working? You do programs, like self-improvement programs? Or you are working as well as doing self-improvement programs? Not working? That's lucky. Why not though? It would send a link. Yo, Mickey Mouse, you're not working? Yeah, but you're only 17. I mean, it is great to start working the younger you can, because it just teaches you certain responsibilities. You're working on getting your son back? How did you lose your son? I mean, I know you said that the other night, but you didn't specifically say how. You're Mickey Mouse, so Have you looked for a job yet? Well, no, not really. Drinking? God damn. You must have been drinking a lot. I only play sports, or just track and basketball. Nice. Are you playing to try and create a career out of it? And if so, how good are you? Do you think that you're putting in enough hours and effort for you to be able to achieve what you envision yourself or what you envision your future to be when it comes to sports? It was a bad night, binge drinking. You mean last night? Or do you mean every night before, that's why you lost your son? When did you lose your son? I thought it was a while ago, but you're making it sound like it was more recent. Not gonna lie, you think basketball? Okay. You think you can get somewhere with basketball? Yo, Mohammed, what's up? Bangladesh? Hello? You lost your son a few weeks ago? Is that the first time? Your son's at your parents' house. Wish you luck. Alright. I'm assuming you're heading off. So maybe I'll see you next time. And if I don't, good luck on your future ventures with sports. But it's not really luck, is it? Oh no, it can be. Depending on who comes down to watch you, but most of it is in your hands. Smash it out. Just remember little old me if you go far. Little old me. Okay. Are you heading off? Wait, Mohammed, you're a girl? What do you mean? Why you got a guy's name? What are you on the good sides right now in your life? Wait. What are all the good sides right now on your life? Like, what is good in my life right now, or are you saying that to Tova? I can say a few minutes more. Yeah, I might bounce soon too. Hang on, crap. Both. What are the good things in life? Pussy. Other than that, nothing. Look, people will call me a pessimist, but I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist and I know what I like. And what I like is pussy, and that's about it. But like I said, good pussy. Just good pussy. Yes. Am I working? Yeah. I'm working as a forklift driver in a refrigerator. I've been doing that for a couple of months now. But my main goal at the moment is to upskill more in dancing. So I've been rehearsing quite a lot of dancing with a few dance partners that I have. And then the natural progression will be us teaching, me doing more gigs, because I do a lot of gigs around Sydney. So I'm trying to focus on that being my main income. We'll see. But yo, Mickey Mouse, what would you say is good on your side? What is the good side of your life? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. No, it's not that cool until I actually get there. Everything has been chill in your life? Yeah, but that sounds good though. Or are you saying chill is in a bad way? Always good to have goals and ambitions? Well, yes and no. It really depends. It depends on if you feel as though you're the type of person that needs to rely on goals and ambitions to find some sort of relevance in life. But if you're perfectly content with the type of life that you're living, contentment being peace and satisfaction, then you don't really need ambition, do you? Yes, wait, no, you've got to be more specific. Yes, as in crap. It was a line of questioning that I was taking just then. Yes, as in a chill life and it's bad? Or yes, as in chill life and it's good? Chill life and it being good is great. A chill life and it being a bad thing is obviously bad, but it depends on why it's bad. Do I have any hobbies? I would say that you would classify me dancing as a hobby, because it is something that I do quite regularly. So I dance quite a bit during the week, but I suppose you would say I dance professionally because I do get paid to dance when I go to gigs and all that kind of stuff. So am I very good at it? No. But the only reason why I get hired is because of my face. I accepted that a long time ago. I know it's not my skill set that gets me work. I know it's not my skill set that gets me work. It is my face that gets me work. And I've accepted that. I don't use it to my full advantage though. I mean, I could probably utilize it a hell of a lot more than what I do, but I'm lazy. You do look majestic. Stop it. I appreciate it though. Also, my issue is that I'm a massive introvert. I don't like leaving my house. I don't like socializing with people. I try and keep my conversations with people to the bare minimum because it's tiring. So you could imagine that an introvert is trying to perform in front of people. All I'm doing is dying because they're sucking all of my energy away from me. but I can't complain. I mean, it was my choice to be in that situation in the first place. Same here, yeah. But my mum is like that as well. Look, even though I may be an introvert, and I would also say this to all other introverts, human connection is something that we need to do. It may not necessarily be something that we want to do, but it is something that we need to do. And I say that because one thing I had experienced when I didn't talk to people for like 3 weeks, all I did was sat at home, slept all day, ate, bathed, jacked off, and watched anime. 3 weeks. Literally had no conversations with anybody. And then, after 3 weeks, when I had to interact with people, guess what? I didn't know how to talk to anyone. It's like I lost the ability to communicate verbally with people because speaking is a muscle. Speaking requires the movement of your face muscles, your mouth muscles, your tongue. It also requires you to think on the fly. Because I didn't have to think, I didn't have to come up with answers for other people's questions. So I found it extremely difficult to talk to people after a few weeks. Now, after I experienced that, I was like, okay, well, I can't do that again. So I've been making sure that I stick around people at least a couple times a week. I hate it though, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But the great thing is that I don't necessarily have to leave my house to talk to people anymore. I can just jump on a live stream. There might be 1 or 2 people that are on there. How are your teeth so white? Ela chingada. Sometimes you gotta. Yeah, you definitely do. Not sometimes, you definitely do. I suppose I have a fairly extensive oral hygiene regime. I mean, I floss every single meal. I brush my teeth every single meal. I don't have any cavities. I've got nothing at all. So, I don't have any plaque buildup because I floss and I brush so much. My gums are not receding, so that's great, even though I brush quite a lot. Fortunately, I'm not brushing my gums away. So I suppose the only reason why they look the way that they do is because of the effort that I put into my oral hygiene. Ball talk. Hello. Yeah. And the reason why I do that is because I'm around people all the time. And because I'm around people all the time, I want to make sure that my breath is always good. My body is always good. My hair is always good. Presentation is key when showing yourself to other people. Presentation is a representation of how you conduct your life majority of the time. So that's why I generally present the way that I do when it comes to people. And it's just a manners thing. I would like to converse with people where I don't have to hold my breath, or I don't have to say to them, yo, I can't talk to you anymore because your breath stinks. Or I don't want to be around you anymore because I can smell your stink armpits or your sweaty balls. Or yo, did you take a crap? Because I can smell your arse cheeks from here. Yeah. But the unfortunate thing is that human beings are disgusting. And they also don't really care about that kind of thing. They're just like, oh, I'll put up with it. No, I don't want to put up with it. Hayan, yo, you're back. Hayan Jin, you are back. Minus 1000 aura right there. Yeah. Some people just don't care. I was hanging out with a chick the other day, a couple weeks ago. I dropped her off at home. Her husband was inside. Not her husband, but her boyfriend was inside. And she was telling me that her boyfriend showers every second day. I'm like, that's disgusting. How is it that you can let him hit? She was like, I don't really let him anymore. I could tell she wanted me to choke her and like start smacking her around, but I need to control my impulses, so I didn't. I should have just done it. I wouldn't put up with bad hygiene either. Yeah. A lot of chicks get intimidated by it though. My ex-girlfriend used to hate it. I shower twice a day. Yeah, I used to shower 5 times a day. But that's only because I was banging so much. Because every time I finished banging, I'd jump straight into the shower. And the girls are always like, why? Why do you jump in the shower straight after? I'm like, bro, because I've got you juices all over me. I've got me juices all over me. I don't want that to fester and dry on me. So of course I'm going to wash my nutsack. Some of the girls are just like, oh, but I love the way that it smells. You are disgusting. You are filth. Just as long as they don't smell bad, it's okay. But yeah, no, I can't do it. Can't do it, eh? But anyway, and I've got a massive skincare routine, hair routine that I do as well. So my skincare routine, for example, every morning I wake up, I ice my face, I cleanse my face. So I've got a morning and nighttime routine. So nighttime when I shower, I'll oil cleanse my face, and then I'll cleanse my face. When I get out, I'll apply retinoid cream, and then a hyaluronic acid cream, and then a beef tallow moisturizing cream that I made myself. So that's night. In the morning, when I wake up, I'll ice my face, cleanse my face, apply more retinoid cream, apply more hyaluronic acid cream, apply more more beef tallow moisturizer. And then I'll go off and start off with my day. So I do that every day. Hayan, you're back. I see you. What do you recommend for your face? So, one thing that I know of is that a retinoid cream or retinol cream, which is essentially the same thing, that's really good for repair and that's really good for a whole bunch of other things. One thing that I was sort of playing around with a couple of weeks ago, but the needles weren't sharp enough, was to do a micro needling treatment. I felt like they were blunt and they weren't hard enough to penetrate my face. I might just buy another one with shorter needles. We'll see. So I'll look into that a little bit more. But retinoid cream apparently is really good. And if you're going to moisturize your skin, I would highly suggest that you source a grass-fed, grass-finished beef, grass-finished beef tallow moisturizer. It's really good. Opinion on the brand Bulldog. What is that? What is that, Seth? Bro. Yo, Jen, relax. I already said hi like 2 or 3 times. As for, oh, and what I do once a week as well, I'll do a face mask, which I'll do tonight. No, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So once a week, I'll do a face mask that I usually make myself, which is made up of a organic bentonite clay. And so to be about 5 grams of organic bentonite clay, no, 10 grams, And then I will use, I've got some organic tea bags, so I just use one tea bag with green organic tea leaves. Mix in 15 grams of water, and that's pretty much my face mask that I use once a week or twice a week. I think we're going to bump it up to twice a week. Hey, it's the Russian. Hello. Are you white? No. No, definitely not. Is it better to do face care in the morning or at nighttime, or both? Both. Dude, oh my god, Ashes, you're back. Do both. So during the nighttime, I do a oil cleanse and this is during the shower, I do an oil cleanse, a gentle daily cleanse, and then after I finish my shower, pat dry. Retinoid cream, hyaluronic acid cream, and then beef tallow moisturizer on top of that. In the morning, I ice my face, I do a cleanse, retinoid cream. Oh, wait, no, I do gua sha as well. So, ice my face, retinoid cream, hyaluronic acid cream, beef tallow moisturizer cream, and then gua sha. Are you white? No. I'm not going to say your name. I also take niacinamide tablets. Niacinamide is vitamin B3, which is great for skin repair. It's great for elasticity, etc. There's a lot of things. What would you recommend? Store products you recommend? What are the best store product recommend? What are the best products you recommend from the store? I don't know. It depends on where you are. But I would say if the bare minimum thing that you should do is probably moisturize your skin because it helps create a skin barrier between you and the environment. So invest in beef tallow moisturizer, grass-fed, grass-finished beef tallow moisturizer. But it depends on where you are. I make my own. I think I did. I've got a video on my YouTube where I show how I made my own. So you could always jump on there and have a look at how you can make your own. Turns out pretty good. It's the best moisturizer I've ever used. People have bought some from me, surprisingly enough, and they absolutely love it, which is also weird. I didn't start creating it to try and sell it, but people just wanted to buy it from me, so you check it out. Yeah, check out beef tallow. It's pretty good. Yes, same. How do you keep your curls intact? You've just got to apply a sufficient amount of products. If you don't put enough product in your hair, your curls are going to be pulled out. They're going to go or fluffy, like pubic hair. I'm just starting out and I use a face scrub 2 to 3 times a week and a face wash every day along with moisturizer. What can I improve? What can I do to improve? I'm already noticing big changes. Well, that's good. I mean, it doesn't matter where you start or how you start your process. Later on down the line, you can just start redefining or refining. You can eventually refine your routine. I think I'll start posting up some things that I do as well. Maybe that might be good for people. But I would say that when it comes to most beauty care, the thing that seems to be the most prominent is a retinoid cream. So I would say retinoid cream is not a moisturizer though. So you can, I'd suggest that you start off really low. A low dosage is, I think, like 0.03%, and it goes up to 5%. Apparently, if you go up to 5%, it might burn you because it's acidy. So you might want to start off really small. Look for something that has retinoid or retinol percent of 0.03%. Use that for maybe about 2 to 4 weeks, or just use the entirety of whatever it is that you get up. I think I started off with a 30 ml pump jar. So it lasted maybe 2 to 3 weeks because I was applying it twice a day, one in the morning and one at night time. And then after that, I've ended up buying a retinoid cream that's 2%. So I've been using the 2% for about a month. The reason being is because I looked up online and it was saying that it's really good for repairing milia. So milia for me is these bumps all on my chin, right? You might see it. It's kind of like chicken pox. I've had them for about 20 years and I've never really looked into the causes of what it is. So basically, it's just a buildup of my exfoliating system doesn't work properly. So it's a buildup of skin and dead cells and oil underneath the skin, but it doesn't come to the surface. So I don't break out. But it's basically permanently there. And retinoid cream can possibly break it down from the outside. That's why I started using retinoids. You can also start taking tablets, 1,000 milligrams per day, which is some vitamin B3. That's called niacinamide. That's also really good for your skin. How do you keep your curls intact? Wait, I did. What do you think is a big part of your skincare routine that you need to use? Moisturizing cream. You want to do a face peel? Face peel should be pretty good. Hang on. So the face scrub 2 to 3 times a week, that might be a little bit too much. But then again, you should be able to judge if it's too much or not, because I think if you're using things that are too abrasive, your skin starts to produce too much oil. Your skin will go really oily because it's trying to protect itself from the outside elements. So if you're feeling like your skin is getting really oily, I'd say maybe only do a face scrub 2 times. And again, if it's too oily, maybe once or once every 2 weeks. I don't think it has to be as frequent as people may think. Oh, bro, I'm going to head to bed. Gee, I'll get on your live streams tomorrow if you go on. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to be on tomorrow because I might be pretty busy with dancing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if I am on, then I'll for sure. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your night. Man, you stayed on for ages. You stayed on way longer. You were meant to go like an hour ago. But I appreciate you hanging around though. Hopefully you got some sort of tips that you weren't prepared to get. But it definitely helps preserve youth. I think I might go too because I need to get up, I need to have a shower, I need to wash my hair, I need to do all that kind of stuff. So, any last questions from you guys before I roll off? Hit me with some last questions and then I'm going to go as well. Yeah, hit me with some last minute questions or else I'm going to. What would be good sunscreen to use that mentions the natural approach, like using grass-fed, grass-finished? You can actually buy grass-fed, grass-finished tallow with sunscreen protecting properties in it. You just have to look online to find it. Usually an SPF of 50, I think, is the minimum that you want to get when it comes to a sunscreen. Apparently sunscreen is what you should be using every single day as well. It helps it helps the sun damage. So do I know? But majority of the time I'm inside. I think my skin is only ever exposed to the elements maybe max 15 minutes to a half an hour per day. So it's not very often. I'm usually driving around during like early hours of the morning, which is dark, so you don't get any UV rays that come through the window. And when I'm leaving work, I wear like long sleeve stuff just because my work requires me to wear warm clothing. So it is suggested that when you go out into the sun that you wear long pants and long clothes so your skin is never exposed to it specifically. But if you were to wear a moisturizer, you want to go for a moisturizing cream that is 50 SPF or more. I don't think you can actually get more, but 50 SPF should be minimum. You can make your own. I have made my own. I made my own with the beef tallow base that I have, and you add some nano oxide, some zinc oxide in nano form. And basically what it does is it just reflects the UV rays from off your skin. So I don't know if you've seen cricket and they rub those, or they used to, I don't know if they still do anymore, but they rub those white streaks on their face and on their lips. That's zinc oxide, and that's the moisturizer. That's the main component that's really good for blocking the sun out, and that's what I bought. So I can put it into the moisturizer that I have so I can get protected from the sun. Is it morning for you? No. It's 6 p.m. where I am. Bye. Oh, you might be already gone, but bye. So I live in Sydney. Sil, hello. I live in Sydney. Wait, where are you from? Seeing as you said yo. And it is, yeah, 6 p.m. What does being stoic mean to you? Oh, being stoic, I would say that is a form of masculinity that men should probably aspire to be. Not allowing emotions to run you, not being ruled by your own emotions, overreactive to everything and anything, just being fairly neutral. You're in Melbourne. What do you do for a living? I just drive forklifts for a living at the moment. It's pretty funny and fun. I don't mind it. You live in Melbourne? Yeah, I used to live in Melbourne. I was there for 10 years. I've been here in Sydney for 3. You seem very stoic to me. That's why I asked. Oh, is that a good thing? Yeah, I think stoicism is a great thing for men to try and practice. Unfortunately, men are lacking quite a lot in what I would define as masculine men. I hate the word masculine because it's thrown around so much. It's a very tired word. But I would say that stoicism is definitely something that should describe men. You look 21? Nah. I'm 36 this year. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. But anyway, that's what good skincare and good dieting and stuff and exercise and I guess a great mental state is, I mean, helps contribute. I don't drink, I don't do drugs as well, and so my biological clock is a lot slower than everybody else's because of that. What is your dream? I don't necessarily have a dream. I suppose if you would think about dream, then dream would be a freedom, right? Freedom is what people would dream for, I suppose. At the end of the day, freedom is what I would like to dream for too. And what would be the definition of freedom? Say non-dependency on a monetary system, that would be great. Living in unity with one another, that would also be great. The Maori culture is definitely one that I think that society should replicate as a whole. Not necessarily what our people do and what people see as what Maori do, but what our culture entails. That would be a great model for how society should be run. Anyway. Maybe I'm just biased. But from all the cultural practices that I know, and I've definitely looked into quite a lot, they don't compare. Oh, no, the Sikh, for example, in Indian faction, the Sikhs seem like they are selfless. So maybe them too. Maybe society could be modeled after that, but ours isn't dictated by religion or beliefs in gods or anything like that. So that would be the difference between ours and Sikhs, for example. Anyway, I don't know. Financial freedom is the greatest freedom you know. Maybe. But then again, most of us haven't had financial freedom before, so we wouldn't know if that is the greatest feeling that you could ever feel. I mean, it would definitely alleviate a lot of stress in people's lives, I think, and people would definitely slow down more. I think without that system in place, it would cause less of a divide. And if you're causing less of a divide, then it is more likely that people would cooperate more readily with each other, which means we would be able to achieve a lot more as a race. You're obviously going to still have greedy people that will find a way to exploit resources, I'm sure, but when you remove that barrier, I think it'll bring people closer together. It'll form more unity. Anyway, who knows? I don't know. I don't really have a dream. Yo, what are you doing, Jen? Are you just straight spamming the high button? You gotta relax, man. I mean, you're more than welcome to type stuff. Type stuff other than saying hi. Even sitting, do you used to keep a stubble beard? I'm tired of pube. It doesn't grow thick. Well, I have been clean shaving my beard for the last 2 to 3 months, I think. This is the first time that I've grown out my beard this long for about 3 months. But I always had a beard prior to that for God knows how many years. I think I would shave my beard off completely once a year. And then every now and again I'll grow it like really long. Like, I mean, like down to here really long just to see. I've got a crappy mustache though, so that's frustrating. I wouldn't be able to give advice as to how to grow longer and thicker facial hair because mine is like decent in comparison to a lot of men, but there's a lot more men that have greater beards than I do, so I'm not 100% sure. Do you use a special shaving cream or do you use tallow? No. Shaving cream to shave? No, just use water and soap just to shave it off. Doesn't have to be anything special. I was going to make my own soap at one point in time, but God, the process is a little bit too tedious. Maybe eventually I'll get there. Don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I'm going to bounce because I've been on this live stream for quite a while and I want to go and have a shower and all that kind of stuff. So this is how I end my live streams. Okay. I will count you guys in. Hopefully you guys can pick this up. I will count you guys in. There's a saying, if you get $5 million, what will you do? No, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to get $5 million. If I do, it's not going to be anytime soon. And by the time I get $5 million, I will already know what I'm going to spend my money on. So theoreticals don't mean anything to me right now. Anyway, there's a line on the show, The Truman Show, and he usually says, good morning, good evening, and good night. So I'll count you guys in. What I need you to do when I say the first two lines is I need you to finish me off and say, and good night. Okay? You guys got it? Tell me to type anything other than hi, so I will type okay. Yeah, I got that. I kind of figured that out fairly quickly. Don't worry. What's my favorite thing to do? Pussy. My favorite thing to do is pussy. I really love pussy. In free time, in my free time, when I don't have free time, that's what I want to do. Not all pussy, just every now and again. I mean, only if it's really good. If they're hot, smell good, look good, taste good. They don't even really have to look good. Some of them can look a bit funny. That's okay. It also feels weird in your mouth. That's alright. Anyway, you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are going to get it. Is there any movie you like? Yes. Interview with a Vampire is my top movie that I like. Anyway, resuming back to what I need you guys to do. When I finish saying the two lines, what I need you to do is I need you to say, and good night. Okay? Oh, NTC Tiger. I guess the other algorithm gods brought me back to you. Yeah, but I'm about to leave the live stream now because I've been on for 110 minutes and I need to go and shower. No, I want to go and shower. I want to go and do a couple of things and then jump into bed and watch anime for a bit. So you're a bit late, bruv. Maybe the algorithm gods will bring you back to me the next time I'm on. But do me a favor before you go. There's an outro. Which anime? I don't know. There's new anime that I'm planning on watching and I can't remember the titles of the names. So my outro is what I need you to do is I need you to say and good night. So I'll wait for the response for you guys. I'll count it in. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. No. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night. God damn, Jen. You actually said it. I'm surprised that you got to it. I am surprised. I am surprised that you actually paid attention and you did it. Well, I also don't like Attack on Titan. But anyway, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I hope to see you guys in a future live stream. Hopefully this live stream wasn't too boring for you. If it was, it's because of you. But maybe I shall see you in a future one. And hopefully you guys enjoy your day, your night, whatever it is that you are currently living in with your time zones. RaTheKenDoll Instagram if you want to go and find me there. I'll see you next time. Bye.